I am so excited that we're at the world premiere of Zombieland Double Tap. It feels like it's been a really long time coming, so 10 years, yeah. I'm very excited. It was awesome, honestly. Like, as soon as we all got back together, it really didn't take us a lot of time to, it felt like we really did kind of pick up right where we left off. But then we also had these awesome new cast members brought into the mix who just added to our kind of crazy family. Yeah, I think that at the heart of it, it really is about these 4 people just trying to survive, and it just happens to be under extremely insane circumstances with zombies trying to kill us. But the relationships are really human and real, and I think are still relatable even in such an believable world. The fact that it's Little Rock kind of wanting to run away and, leave the nest, so to speak, is very true to kind of where she would be at in this stage of her life. Everybody feels like at a certain age they want to get a boyfriend or whatever, and so it's kind of awesome that she was able to find him so quickly. Is my biggest, good girl. Go. Go Little Rock. Everything that you love about the first movie, but bigger and better and double the fun.
It's a very cool and very exciting experience. They have monster trucks and all types of buses and stuff from the movie. It's cool. We get the whole street, so it's gonna be fun. Oh, they're great. Woody and Abby and Emma and Jesse. It was really cool, welcoming family atmosphere. I get yelled at by Woody Harrelson for a whole movie, so that's not bad. I think it's a really fun, light fare, man. It's a good time. And, we need fun, light movies, and it's nice to be a part of something that's going to make people smile and laugh and have a good time.
It's a really exciting job. The first movie is so beloved, which made it scary for me, coming in and trying to replicate that. But knowing that they were going to do it and knowing that all I had to do was not mess it up, it was tough, but it was really exciting. We all love the original cast, but people are always going to want to see how far you can take that, and so the idea was always in place that we want to bring in interesting new characters, but the question then becomes, how do they fit into that world? How do we play off the original characters? We think we came up with some people that fans are going to really like.
Very fun. Very, very fun to all be together again. It was awesome. Yeah, I think that the only way we wanted to come back to do another one was if it had the spirit of the original, which is, very funny and obviously has a lot of action with zombie kills, but at the center of it is a lot of heart and, finding the people that you love and you want to stick with no matter what the world kind of presents to you. So I think that this sequel, Double Tap, really does capture the spirit of the first, and yeah, it was vital to all of us, or else we couldn't have made it. So many great people. Yeah, Zoey Deutch is just brilliant and so funny in the movie, and Rosario Dawson is brilliant. Thomas Middleditch and Luke Wilson, just so many wonderful people that all were fit in like gangbusters. It was fantastic. I hope they just have fun and they laugh and they feel like they're escaping, this crazy world for a little while. To another crazy world. It's post-apocalyptic, to be fair, but still.
The thing I really like about the comedy of this movie is that it allows for highbrow, obscure humor. I have a John Steinbeck reference halfway through that I can't imagine how many people would understand or or acknowledge. But yeah, so this kind of comedy is unusual in that it accounts for or allows for highbrow comedy, even though we're being chased by zombies and people are throwing up and everything. I think this movie is a kind of a way for people to watch a kind of warm family story, but without thinking that they're watching that, so it almost feels like they're just watching this kind of cool, violent movie, but actually what they're watching and why they like it is because it's very sweet. I don't think we would ever have done the movie if all 4 of us didn't agree to do it, and it was just great, especially because we had waited 10 years because we were trying to get the script right, and several writers did different drafts, and then finally Rhett, Reese, and Paul Wernick, who are here, who wrote this movie and Deadpool and the original Zombieland, came back and wrote a great script, and we were kind of so relieved and then excited to do it. This woman who plays like my girlfriend, Zoey Deutch, is in it. She's unbelievably hysterical. The other guy who I really work off with and who's new is Thomas Middleditch, who plays like my doppelganger in the movie, and he's just a brilliant comedian and actor, and he just he's fantastic in the movie, and having like that change the dynamic that we had from the first movie was really welcome. I just hope audiences laugh as much as we did when we were making it and when I was reading it and when I was thinking about it. Like, to me, it was like, had to be as funny as the first one, which I thought was so great and as sweet. And and I remember while we were filming it, we kept feeling like, okay, yes, it feels right, it feels good, and so I hope people like it as much as we did. Yes, okay, yeah, we're in California, allegedly, and we're at the premiere of Zombieland Double Tap, and there are these buses with the logo on it to let us know that that's what is going to be here.
Oh, so great. It's fresh blood. They're all breaths of fresh air, so funny and talented, and who knows where the world will take us next, but hopefully they'll include all of our new folks.
Well, I mean, someone like Zoey Deutch, for instance, is like a comedy lightning bolt, and she comes in and she enlivens every scene, and she makes the other actors laugh and gets them going and and then it sort of becomes this volley, this ping pong game where comedy's bouncing back and forth and people are reacting off each other. That was invaluable. Luke Wilson, Thomas Middleditch, same thing. Rosario, it's just about adding energy, basically. It's like adding new electrons to the atom, and suddenly the atom is supercharged, you know.
Well, it's a character piece. I mean, Zombieland's a character piece, and it's built around this dysfunctional family that comes together, from disparate parts of the country and needs each other to both survive and to live, live both, emotionally and physically. So, again, and that's all that chemistry. That's the kind of the wonderful thing about this movie, I think, is not only is it the scares, but this is just a wonderful family people love spending time with, especially us.
We always lean a little harder into the comedy than we do the scary. I mean, it's more thrilling than it is terrifying, I think. I mean, that's sort of intended to be more of an all-audience pleaser. It never gets so scary that people who don't like horror movies aren't going to enjoy it. That said, it's definitely got its gore and it's got its hardcore kills, and it is thrilling, so we try to balance both, but comedy first, always.
And then heart. Heart is kind of our secret little sauce that we put in there to make people feel, in addition to laugh and be scared. It's love. I mean, the family is all about love, and I think everyone on this crew loves each other, and I think that comes across on screen. It's just a wonderful group of folks, and we love being a part of it.
It's great to be able to be standing here on the red carpet at the premiere for Zombieland Double Tap. It's 10 years since the first one. And we're just so excited for people to finally see the film. We've been working on it a long time, and we're really, really proud of it, the way it turned out, so I can't wait for you to see it. What was so incredible is that when we made the first movie, nobody knew who Emma Stone or Jesse Eisenberg were. I mean, Woody, of course, he's a beloved American treasure, but to be able to come back 10 years later and all the success that they've achieved and get the gang back together, it was a dream come true. The bar was really high in terms of adding any new characters into the mix because we have such an incredible core cast. But I was thrilled with Rosario, Dawson, Avin Jogia, Zoey Deutch, everybody who came to play Luke Wilson, Thomas Middleditch. They just fit in perfectly, and the chemistry among the whole cast is what makes it so special. For me, the first movie was really, its kindred spirit was National Lampoon's Vacation. It was like a family road trip movie that just happened to have zombies outside the window. And so in wanting to do the sequel, we just wanted to capture that same magic of like kind of this fractured family just being stuck in a minivan together and driving across the country. And my favorite parts of the film are like some of the simpler scenes where it's just the core cast hanging out and talking together. I mean, I love all the action and all the zombies and everything, but at its essence, this movie's really about just the bond that hold these people together. I feel like this movie is as funny, if maybe not funnier than the first one. So I'll be really excited for people to see the movie and see if they share my opinion, because I'm really thrilled with the way it came out, and I think it's a really fun movie.
Oh man, we're at the Zombieland Double Tap premiere and we're having a ball. Well, you've got a star-studded cast with a bunch of great jokes and bits and sequences. I mean, it's a high-octane ride. Yeah, man, it's going to be great.
I don't know how to have more fun while doing work. You know what I mean? It was just so fun. Those guys, they make you laugh all day long. I feel really blessed to be a part of it. Well, I don't think any of us would have done it unless everybody was in. So it was very important. And it is a family, you know. It's a great family that I love hanging out with. So I hope this one's a hit so we get to do a third one. I mean, all of us are always trying to think how to make this or that funnier. You know, we want to obviously ground it in as much, verisimilitude as you can handle under these circumstances, but to definitely look for the humor. I kind of put myself in their shoes because when I saw it, I didn't know exactly what to expect, even though we did shoot it, you know, and I can tell you it is a very pleasing experience because I didn't know what to expect when I saw the first one, but Ruben Fleischer is, he's a magician and he just makes, it's comedic gold, but it's also, you know, in places very touching, and I think it's a wonderful movie. It'll make you laugh. It's not, every once in a while you go, ah, yikes, but mostly I think people just laughing.
We are at the world premiere of Zombieland Double Tap. It's very exciting. It's super exciting. It was beyond thrilling. I'm such a fan of everybody involved in the original, and when I watched the first movie, I felt such a it seemed like they were having a blast while shooting it, and I was right, and I joined in. They were certainly having a blast. They're just the best people. The OGs, Ruben and Emma and Woody and Jesse and Abigail, are so welcoming and so generous, and they made everybody feel immediately at home and a part of the family. There's so much heart and there's so much love in this family, and there happen to be zombies and a lot of action, but that's why it really worked. That's why the first worked, and that's why the second works as well. If you loved the first, you're gonna friggin' love this one, and if you didn't see the first, you're also gonna friggin' love this.